Hey YouTube. So here I'm trying out Gazing Finger for the first time. So this is one of the DLC weapons. You get it from the Remembrance for Mother of Fingers. And it's a really interesting weapon, both in terms of the the scaling and how the Ash of War works. So it's got B scaling in Strength, D in Int, and E in Faith. So as I'm rune level 200, I've gone for 45 Strength and then 50 each in Int and Faith. And because I've got Int and Faith, I've got Staff of Regret Beyond, so I can use incantations and sorceries. Now, the Ash of War, Kowtower's Resentment, there's quite a bit of stuff online about how this works and some quirks that it has. So you have that initial slam down, which is obviously physical damage, and that's boosted by Shard of Alexander. You then have this follow-up, so the longer you hold down L2, the bigger explosion, the longer it goes. It does actually travel quite a long way as well when it's fully charged. But that is holy damage, so that only scales with Faith. So only one out of the 3 stats that the weapon scales with. So I would have thought maybe it might have scaled with Int as well. That would seem like a good fit, but apparently not. It's just Faith. Then the Godfrey icon doesn't impact the damage, so it's a chargeable L2, but the talisman that boosts chargeable L2s doesn't seem to work, and I don't know if that's intentional or if it's a bug. Also, apparently Shard of Alexander doesn't impact the damage as well, and again, I don't know if that's intentional or a bug, but it does seem a little bit weird. Now, the good things about the weapon, so it's nice to have another option for Int Faith. So in the base game, we had Sword of Night and Flame, and that was basically it. But the DLC, we've got this, we've got R'hllana's Twin Blades, and you can also force the Black Steel Twin Blade and Black Steel Great Hammer into becoming Int Faith weapons, because they both have some Faith scaling. And they will retain some of that if you put, say, Cold Infusion on them. Doesn't retain a lot, but it is something, so it does make it another option for Int Faith. I guess what I don't like about the weapon, and it's just my playstyle really, I do find colossal weapons a little bit sluggish to use, particularly in PvP, where speed really counts for a lot. Yes, there's hyper armor, and if you're trading with a colossal, you're going to do a lot more poise damage, but I really like stuff that comes out fast, so that tends to suit my playstyle a lot better than colossals. But hey, if you like colossals, it does good damage. It's got a nice moveset. I do like the R2, which is downward slam, and the Ash does good damage. What I will say is, if you go for the fully charged version, you're committed basically. So someone could get behind you, for a backstab, or quite easily avoid it, so that is something to just be a bit wary of. So this is quite an interesting deal. So he's cast Terra Magica there, and then he's run away. I'm guessing because he wants me to run to that, so he can then run in and do some increased magic damage. But I have Gavelaheimer, so have some of that. And then, he gets an L2 to the face, Kowtower's Resentment. And, of course, there's always an edgewalker, right? And I keep saying, if you're going to edgewalk, do it after you've won and not before, because you might just get caught out. So, good thing with the Int Faith build, I've got some incantations, so that was a Fortisak's Lightning Spear, Collapsing Stars, and obviously he's not edgewalking now, he's running, and L2 to the face. Alright, GG buddy. So, like I say, interesting weapon. If you like Colossals and you've got Int and Faith, this would be a good option to try. So, hope you liked the video. If you did and you want to drop me a like or a follow, that would be awesome. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.